Hi, it's Kerry. Lots of interesting sea animals and interesting facts today. How do sharks detect prey? Sharks use the senses of smell, which is chemoreception, vision, hearing, the lateral line system, and electroreception for capturing prey. The Cownose Ray is a species of eagle ray. The Cownose Ray has a spine with a toxin close to the ray's body. It is coated with a weak venom. The leatherback sea turtle is the largest of all living turtles. It lacks a bony shell and its carapace is covered by skin and oily flesh, which is why it's called leatherback. The blue shark. They are viviparous and are noted for large litters of 25 to over 100 pups. Viviparity is the development of the embryo inside the body of the parent, leading to a live birth. Tiger shark is amongst the largest extant sharks. It ranks just behind the whale shark, the basking shark, and the great white shark. The ammonite is an extinct marine mollusk. They are more closely related to living coleoids such as octopus, squid, and cuttlefish than to the living nautilus. The octopus, like other cephalopods, it is bilaterally symmetric with 2 eyes and a beak, with its mouth at the center point of the 8 limbs. With sharks, the lateral line system, which all fish possess, allows them to detect waves of pressure or mechanical disturbances in the water. The starfish have tube feet operated by a hydraulic system and a mouth at the center of the oral or lower surface. The loggerhead sea turtle. The shell is divided into 2 sections, carapace and plastron. The carapace is further divided into large plates or scutes. They cannot retract their heads or flippers into their shells. The walrus. They maintain a high body weight because of the blubber stored underneath their skin. This blubber keeps them warm and the fat provides energy to the walrus. It lacks external ears. The humpback whale. The head and lower jaw are covered with knobs called tubercles, which are hair follicles and are characteristic of the species. The fluke tail, which typically rises above the surface when diving, has wavy trailing edges. Another tiger shark. The killer whale calf. An individual killer whale can often be identified from its dorsal fin and saddle patch. Variations such as nicks, scratches, and tears on the dorsal fin and a pattern of white or grey in the saddle patch are unique. They have exceptional echolocation abilities, detecting the location and characteristics of prey and other objects in the water by emitting clicks and listening for echoes. The spiny lobster. In some parts of the world, it is called a crayfish. They typically have a slightly compressed carapace, lacking any lateral ridges. They tend to live in crevices of rocks and coral reefs. They also lack chellae or claws, like the true lobster. The clown triggerfish is diurnal, which means it's awake during the day feeding and rests at night time. It is solitary and defends a territory. The jellyfish. The bell can pulsate to provide propulsion and highly efficient locomotion. The tentacles are armed with stinging cells. The narwhal is most closely related to the beluga whale. Together, these 2 species comprise the only extant members of the family Monodontidae. The tusk is formed by a protruding canine tooth. The shrimp or prawn, they are an important part in the food chain. They are a source of food for larger animals ranging from fish to whales. The lemon shark often feeds at night. These sharks use electroreceptors to help find their prey. The females give birth to live young. The ampullae of Lorenzini are receptors that can detect weak electric fields. This sense is unique to sharks and their relatives. This would help a shark find a stingray buried in the sand. The queen triggerfish is usually found in coral and rocky reefs. It preys on a variety of invertebrates. Its favourite is the sea urchin. It can grow to 24 inches or 60 centimetres. The killer whale or orca. They are not considered a threat to humans, but there have been cases of captive orcas killing or injuring their handlers at marine theme parks. The bull shark. They are wider and heavier than any other requiem sharks of comparable length and are grey on top and white below. The frogfish is a member of the anglerfish family. Many species can change colour. They are small, short and stocky and sometimes covered in spinels and other appendages to aid in camouflage. The emperor penguin is the tallest and heaviest of all living penguin species. The male emperor penguin must withstand the extreme Antarctic winter cold for more than 2 months while protecting his egg. The sea elephant or elephant seal. They are classified under the order Pinnipedia, which means feather or fin-footed. The reduction of their limbs helps them to be more streamlined and move easily in the water. Navigating on land is a bit difficult because they cannot turn their hind flippers. A bit more information about sharks. They have a tongue referred to as a basihyal. It is a small, thick piece of cartilage located on the floor of the mouth of sharks and other fish. The Megalodon. It was a robust-looking shark and may have had a similar build to the great white shark. The jaws may have been blunter and wider than the great white, and the fins would also have been similar in shape, although thicker due to its size. It had small, deep-set eyes. Its large size may have been due to climatic factors and the abundance of large prey. The great white shark is one of only a few sharks known to regularly lift its head above the sea surface to gaze at other objects such as prey. This is known as spy hopping. The bull shark is diadromous, meaning they can swim between salt and fresh water with ease. They are able to adapt to a wide range of salinity. The right whale is just behind the blue whale in sheer body mass. They were very popular with whalers because they had a plentiful supply of oil and baleen. During courtship, males gather into large groups to compete for a single female, suggesting that sperm competition is an important factor in mating behaviour. The Manta Ray. They have triangular pectoral fins, horn-shaped cephalic fins, and large forward-facing mouths. They are filter feeders and eat large quantities of zooplankton. The dugong eats seagrasses. It is restricted to the coastal habitats which support seagrass meadows. It has a fusiform body with no dorsal fin or hind limbs. The forelimbs or flippers are paddle-like. I was talking about a shark's tongue before. They appear to be fairly useless, except for the cookie cutter shark, which uses the tongue to rip chunks of flesh out of their prey. The tiger shark. Their teeth are unique, with very sharp pronounced serrations and an unmistakable sideways pointing tip. Such dentition has developed to slice through flesh, bone and turtle shells. the short-fin Mako Shark. It is on record as the fastest swimming shark, capable of bursts of speed up to 42 miles or 68 kilometers per hour. The Mako Shark. There are two living species, the short-fin Mako Shark and the rarer long-fin Mako Shark. The piranha. All piranhas have a single row of sharp teeth in both jaws. The teeth are tightly packed and interlocking. The horseshoe crab is not a real crab. They live primarily in and around shallow coastal waters on soft sandy or muddy bottoms. They are found on the ocean floor, searching for worms and mollusks. The sperm whale is a pelagic mammal, meaning it lives in the open ocean. It is the largest of the toothed whales and the largest toothed predator. I'm saving these for later. Please subscribe and like. Thank you for watching my video. Please share with your friends. See you again soon.